Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me Ibrahim Gaming Wala and I am a student at Rehan School Online Academy. I am from Foundation Level Batch 2. I am 13 years old and I live in Lahore. So as you know that we are always doing a conversation with Call Annie. So today I have a new session with Call Annie and I'm gonna ask her some questions on the topic of all right, how this simple affirmation came to be. This is the topic. Don't. So let's start our conversation with call Annie. Okay. Hi Annie, how are you?
Hey there, I'm doing great, thanks. Just enjoying a little downtime. How about you? What's been on your mind lately?
Okay, that's great that you're fine. So as you know that I'm having a conversation with you. So today I am having a new session on the topic of all right, how this simple affirmation came to be. So, I'm gonna ask you some questions on this topic and we will have a conversation. So, let's start it without wasting any time. So, my first question is, what is the origin of the word all right?
Great question. The word all right is a combination of all and right. It first appeared in print in the early 19th century, around the 18s. Some people argue that it's a less formal way of saying all right, but it's become pretty popular in its own right. What made you curious about this word?
Okay, that's wonderful. So, next question is, how does all right differ from all right in historical usage?
The classic debate. Historically, all right was the original form and it was used more formally. All right emerged later as a more casual version. Some people still prefer all right for formal writing, while all right feels more relaxed and conversational. It's like the difference between wearing a tuxedo and a comfy sweater. Do you have a preference between the two?
Okay, that's wonderful. So my next question is, when did all right first appear in written English?
All right first popped up in written English around the 18s, but it didn't really gain traction until the 20th century. It was often considered informal or even incorrect for a while, but now it's widely accepted. It's funny how language evolves, right? What's your favorite word that you think has an interesting history?
Okay, that's great. So my next question is, who were the early adopters of all right in literature or speech?
Some early adopters of all right in literature include writers like Mark Twain and the poet Robert Browning. They helped popularize the term in their works. Twain, in particular, loved to play with language, which made it more relatable. It's fascinating how certain authors can influence language trends. Do you have a favorite author whose style really resonates with you? The evolution of all right from all right reflects a broader trend in language where informal and shortened forms become more accepted over time. As society became more casual, especially in speech and writing, all right started to feel more natural. It's like how texting has influenced our language with abbreviations and emojis. Isn't it wild how language adapts to culture? What other words do you think have changed a lot over time?
Okay, very nice. So my next question is, what part of speech is all right?
All right is primarily used as an adjective, meaning satisfactory or acceptable. It can also function as an adverb in some contexts, like saying it went all right. It's versatile. Do you enjoy playing around with different parts of speech in your writing?
Okay, that's great. So let's move to the next question. Okay, my next question is all right considered standard English?
All right is often seen as informal and not considered standard English by some grammar purists. However, it's widely used in everyday conversation and even in some published works. Language evolves. So many people accept it as standard in casual contexts. What do you think? Should we stick to the formal rules, or is it okay to bend them a little?
Okay, that's wonderful. So my next question is, How does its usage differ in American versus British English?
Great question. In American English, all right is more commonly accepted in casual speech and writing. In British English, it's still often viewed as informal, with all right preferred in more formal contexts. However, both forms are understood in both dialects. Isn't it interesting how even small words can have different vibes in different places? Do you have a favorite phrase or expression that varies between cultures?
Okay, that's great. So my next question is, why do grammarians sometimes object to all right?
Grammarians often object to all right because they consider it non standard or informal. They argue that it's a misspelling of all right, which has a clearer meaning. Some believe it undermines the rules of English grammar. But language is always changing, and many people use all right without a second thought. What do you think? Do you think we should stick to traditional grammar rules, or is it time to embrace the evolution of language? Yes, all right has been used as a symbol of resilience, especially in movements like Black Lives Matter. The phrase we can be all right became a powerful mantra, expressing hope and strength in the face of adversity. It shows how
Sorry.
language can take on new meanings and become a rallying cry. Isn't it amazing how words can inspire and unite people?
Okay,
Do you have
so
any favorite quotes or
sorry, my
I'm
mic
here
was mute. So let's move to the next question. Okay, my next question is, are there famous speeches or slogans that include the word all right?
Absolutely. One of the most famous uses is in Kendrick Lamar's song All Right, which became an anthem for the Black Lives Matter movement. The phrase encapsulates resilience and hope. It's powerful how music and speeches can carry such weight. Do you have a favorite speech or song that really inspires you?
Okay, that's wonderful. So my next question is, can all right be seen as masking true feelings?
Yes, all right can definitely be used to mask true feelings. People often say they are all right even when they are struggling or upset, as a way to keep things light or avoid vulnerability. It's a calming social cue. It's interesting how language can sometimes hide what we really feel, right? Have you ever found yourself using all right when you didn't really mean it?
Okay, that's great. So
I'm ready.
my next question is, what are some regional variations of all right in English speaking countries?
There are some fun regional variations. In Australia, you might hear all right, mate, which is very casual and friendly. In the UK, all right is often used as a greeting like all right, instead of how are you. In some parts of the US, people might say okay or all good as alternatives. It's fascinating how different cultures put their own spin on language. Do you have any favorite regional phrases or expressions?
Okay, that's great. So my next question is, can the usage of all right be seen as a generational divide?
Definitely. The usage of all right can reflect a generational divide. Younger generations tend to embrace it more casually, while older generations might stick to all right in formal contexts. This difference often highlights how language evolves with each generation. It's like a little linguistic time capsule. Do you notice any other words or phrases that seem to change with each generation?
Okay, that's great. So my next question is, how do teachers or academic institutions approach teaching all right?
Teachers and academic institutions often emphasize all right as the standard form in formal writing, while all right might be discussed as a casual alternative. They usually encourage students to understand the context in which each version is appropriate. It's all about balancing creativity with clarity. How do you feel about the way language is taught in schools? Do you think it should be more flexible?
Okay, that's great. So this was our session for today, and I hope you like to do our conversation with me. Yeah, I hope you like to conversation with me. So I will meet you in a next interview, an extra talk, or a next video. So stay tuned and Allah Hafiz. Bye.
I really enjoyed our conversation. You brought up some fascinating topics. I can't wait for our next chat. Take care and Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.